Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another late night here on the East Coast. How y'all doing? Hopefully pretty good. Figure we get a little bit of Dwarf Fortress in tonight. I've been craving it ever since we started like the little RimWorld thing. My brain just keeps going. I want to play it. Hey, Mr. Grinch, how you doing, man? So, I already did all the boring stuff. World generation, to those that don't know, in Dwarf Fortress takes about 200,000 years. It's one of the more painful things you can do in your life, and granted, it generates a whole lot of content, and I understand that. The problem is, though, not every world you create is going to end up with somewhere you want to embark. And that sort of ends up being part of the issue. All depends what you want. For me, there's a few specific things I want, now that I've, reached this sort of level playing the game. I always want a place with high savagery or high evil, preferably both, so it's like very challenging. There's a lot of nasty things to fight off. I like places with a river. I don't like to deal with aquifers. I like places with lots of metal around that we can mine, which is always good. And I also like, preferably like volcanoes, but you can't search for that here. Oh, and the other thing too is I like to have pretty much all the races nearby. Because otherwise I find this really boring, especially if you don't get goblins. It's really, like, goblins are the main antagonist. If you don't have at least goblins or maybe kobolds or something like that, you're never really gonna have sieges, which sucks. So, yes, I want Flexstone. No, I don't want an Aquifer. Yes, River. Yes. That's all good to me. I've already checked this world. I know we do have an embark zone out here somewhere, so we just have to search for it so I can remember where it is. It's going to take a little while. It's scanning a lot. To anyone that doesn't know Dwarf Fortress, I can explain a little bit here. So, this is the world map. This is what we're currently scanning block by block to try and find all these little areas. And this is sort of like a cut down view. This is a much more zoomed in version over here. So each one of these tiles has a whole bunch of these tiles in it. As you can see, they don't exactly correlate. And then each one of these tiles has this whole local terrain map in it. And of that, you are choosing a small 4x4 area. So that's super cool and fun. You can see these are all green, which means we have found somewhere. So there are 81 different blocks on this map here. And we're that tile there, but specifically we're this tile within the sort of, 3x3, whatever grid that each of these tiles makes up. I'm not sure how many. And then within that one tile, boom, or this whole thing. Yeah, I'll try and teach you, Mr. Grinch. This game's actually not too bad. If you do want to install it, hang on. You do want the Lazy Noob Pack. It's like a newer thing, but the Lazy Noob Pack is incredible. It basically, you get that and you can just super easy set stuff up. I can show you actually how all this works. Just want to bear with me real quick. Get this guy here. Minimize that so you guys don't lose your brains. So when you load up the Lazy Noob Pack, it's going to look like this. It just lets you really easily change a bunch of settings that you don't need to worry about. Alright, so when you load it up the first time, you get this. This is fine. Population cap, you do want this in the game, but you can change this. But essentially, if your fort gets too big, you're going to experience really slow frame rate. Much like RimWorld and other games, this game calculates about a bazillion things. In fact, this game calculates more than most other games. I think more than any other game on the planet, probably. It's calculating way too much. But that's okay. All this stuff is just default, but it's good, and it just makes your experience a little better. I recommend going into the graphics option. Otherwise, the game will be entirely ASCII tile, like you have here. You'll have, most things will be like letters and stuff like that, like really old roguelikes, to determine whether it's, a tree, a monster, a bear, Everything has its own little symbol. But if you get a graphics pack, and I'd recommend Mayday, the 16 pixel version, you can choose whatever you like. This is my personal favorite. I find it's just very clean, it looks very nice, and it's very easy to determine what things are. I've played a lot with ASCII. I can read it, but nobody else that's going to be watching this probably can, so highly recommend. Yeah, just stick with that so you know what you're looking at. Dwarf Therapist. If it's, I would always have this on. To make it green, you just right-click it. That's just going to auto-launch it when you start it. You don't need this. Sound Sense is nice, so if you're playing for the first time, you want it looking like this. The Legends Viewer is a lot of fun, I'll show you that, but that's just for funsies. And you don't need any of this other stuff here. So, good stuff. And then you just click the Play Dwarf Fortress button and it'll launch it for you. It's that simple. Either way, I can actually show you. So Sound Sense is going to be this little screen here. And you don't need this at all. You can turn it off if you want. But I like it on because it just adds like fun sound effects and music to the game, which is what you're hearing right now. Because otherwise the game is completely silent, except for Tarm Adams, the creator, strummed on his guitar and created about a 10-minute track that I have burned into the back of my memory, and it will not leave me alone, and I can't stand hearing it any longer, because I've listened to it for like hundreds of hours before realizing I could turn it off back in the day. Dwarf Therapist is this guy. We'll be dealing with him a lot, and I'll explain how he works, actually. In fact, if I was a cleverer man, I was using game capture for this, but it would make a lot more sense to... we'll bring this guy back for a second, but it makes a lot more sense to bring up window capture. There we go, yeah. So, I want to fit the screen. That way, if I bring up my Dwarf Therapist, you guys should be able to see it. Yes? Yes. Excellent. Cool. Sorry about that. And then we can go now. Oh, wow. Actually, I gotta jangle this around again. Just really quick, so we can look at our Legend Viewer. This is one of my favorite things. It's not super complicated, but again, this is something I would not mess with your first time playing the game, but it is a lot of fun because Dwarf Fortress generates, you know, you can customize this, but generically 250 years of history for your world. 250 years. That is people, that is places, that is events, that is battles, that is grudges. It's incredible, and that's why world creation takes so long, on top of generating each tile of the world, which we know there's like a bazillion. So, really fun thing we can see about this world here, we live in the world of Madungzak. That sounds like shit, mostly the dung part, but is the portentous dimensions. That is the English translation. You can see our world, this is, I've never seen this before, is like 30% of it is pretty much goblins, which is really cool. A lot of those guys going around. In fact, dwarves make up only this little small amount here, and there's some kobolds in there as well. You can see goblins, which are the dwarves' racial enemy. We hate each other, and we will always fight till the end of time. They have about 2.5 times as many people as we do, which is fine. We're proud dwarven men. You can see there used to be the Passionate Key. It was a dwarven civilization, but it has fallen. Whether it was destroyed, we can actually find out if we go here. What happened to it? If I scroll down. So you can see here these, actually elves. The elves kept kicking its shit in. And then in the year 55, early summer, the 22nd of Hematite to be specific, the Contested Skunk group of elves destroyed them and pillaged it, and they are now dead. In the 39th pillaging of Crypt Plate, as a result of the Stormy Onslaught, as a part of the War of Cyclones. Super sad. Sad. So they just got destroyed. Like, these are all just elves destroying them. Well, you can see the wars there, right, actually. They got in a war from 5 to 8, 7 to 8, 18 to 20, 21 the present, 41 the present. Like, they just got wrecked. Either way. I always find this super cool. Big fan of that. Declare war on kobolds, enslave them, victory. Unfortunately, Again, I did test to make sure we were going to be able to find an embark I liked and not spend the first 40 minutes doing that. But we don't have any kobolds as neighbors. We'll talk about that though. Let's pop back to our proper map here. I'll fix the screen in a second. I do want the whole thing showing though, because we're gonna be talking about our embark. So we have our area, and that's great. I'm gonna go ahead and escape to browse the results. So again, we're just taking up this very small little portion of this very big area, just a 4x4. There's only the one biome. Sometimes you'll have multiple biomes take up the area you're embarking to. The brook itself, this river, is known as the Sparks of Trim. That could have a longer name and it's cut off, hard to say. There's sand here, some soil, shallow metals, deep metals, and a fluxstone layer. Fluxstone are things you can turn into iron, which are it's sort of your goal. Your goal is to get iron up and running. We can go ahead and change our mode here. So you can see we have neighbors. We have dwarves, elves, humans, and goblins. Goblins we are currently at war with, and that will always be the case, which is super cool. No kobolds, though. We don't have kobolds as neighbors. And this is the big problem. Old Dwarf Fortress, you always had this. Always. For the most part. But in the last, 5 years, Toadie's added, sort of... You only have neighbors who... You have neighbors, which makes sense, right? Like people within range of you. So a new player playing the game may not, if they embark and you don't hit tab to go look at the neighbors tab, you may not have goblins at all. And if you're new to the game, not having anyone with these red lines, which means at war, is ideal. The reason that is ideal is you can just sort of play sandbox mode, learn the game, because the start can be a little bit difficult. And that's fine. But you're going to want to eventually do a start. Like me, it gets a little bit boring if you don't have a major antagonist attacking you every so often. So we can choose from... Oh, shit. Man. Where was my result? Hang on. I gotta do the search again. Sorry, guys. Alright, go back. Because I accidentally moved off the tile. I think it was here, but I don't want to go back. Either way. So we can choose which of the dwarven people we want, which are the kingdoms. And I know the Manor of Whispering, I saw that was one. The Natural Fence was one. We can choose from these, and this is why I like the Legends viewer, not just learning about the world, but we can actually learn about our specific people, like which one we're going to be coming from. And I think the Natural Fence was highlighted. They probably, you can see they have 32 towns or villages or castles, whatever, settlements. So they probably have something very close to us. So we are actually not quite, because we're over here. So they're not super close to us at all. You can see this is their people here. And I think I was looking at these, and the Manor of Whispering seemed really cool. So the interesting thing about the Manor of Whispering is these are the kings. You'll notice for the most part we had female kings. I suppose that'd be queens, but dwarves just call them kings anyway. But we have Cat and Wheel Roses, was the king from year 1 to 13. On 13 we had Kabook Merchant Mobs. Cool. Then here, a year later, he was usurped, or maybe voted in. The Starved Hag, Stodier Roasted Gloves. And the weird thing about this, I've never seen this before, is I've always seen the kings as dwarves. Occasionally, you'll have, sort of a dwarf-like creature that's made its way into the leadership here. Like we have a goblin, for example. I don't know how this goblin is an outpost liaison here. I have no idea. What a winner, though. But a Starved Hag is like a freaking insane, terrible night troll. They're like creatures of legend. I don't know how the frick that was our king for like 13 years, but either way, I saw that and I was like, it's pretty cool. And we were in a bunch of wars with elves. We were defenders, so hey, I like that. Currently not in any wars, actually. But yeah, I just thought that seemed like a fun one. For some reason, we had a troll king, so we're going to be talking about that. In fact, we can go see our current, our gods as well. These, again, this is all randomly generated. It's incredible. So you can see we have the deity of the Maw of Irons. Its wealth, jewels, minerals, and metals. We have the evisceration of volcanoes. Fortress and war. Like, these are pretty cool stuff. Solon Spoon Scoops, the spongy thrift. The god of balance and festivals. What the fuck? That's like the best god. Either way, I just thought this was neat. I wanted to share some of it with you. So, close this guy off and we'll go back to doing this way. So it's a little less messy. Anyway, sorry. So we want to, yeah, do the Manor of Whisperings. That's going to be our civilization we come from. You can see our elevation here. For the most part, we're on like flat land. There's volcano, or like not volcanoes per se, but there's cliffs and super high cliffs to our south. We're not embarking anywhere near that. Yeah, nice and easy. I'm going to prepare carefully. Never hit play now. I don't recommend it anyway. It just gives you a whole bunch of garbage. So, might be a little bit confusing here, but these are our 7 dwarves that we start with, and we're going to be customizing their skills and the items we bring so that we can have the best chance of survival. And to start out with, I want one guy who is proficient at mining, like super good. I want another guy who's super good at mining, because mining's pretty important. It's generally how you expand early on as a dwarf. Especially because we're going into a place with high savagery, which means like the local fauna, I believe, but either way, like monsters and animals and stuff like that, are all incredibly tough and violent. As well as a place with super high evil, which means we have a chance of evil storms coming and instantly killing us. We have like necromancers. We have skeletal creatures, which are horrifying. Zombies are scary enough. They're hard to kill. But skeletons are not only super hard to kill, but they can tear down doors. No thank you. That's terrifying. Nothing like a skeletal elephant to just like ruin everything you've ever had. A cook? Absolutely borrowed. Cooks make people happy, but more importantly, we want someone that can grow. We want a really good farmer so we can get that production up and running, and we want a really good brewer. Get some good beer. And I normally just set it like that. I forgot to see. Are we going somewhere with wood? Hopefully, anyway. We want a super good carpenter. So increasing someone's skill level not only makes them faster, they also get stats increased by leveling up that skill. But it makes them faster at their job, and it makes them better at their job. Now, better doesn't matter for like mining and stuff like that, but something like carpentry, not only is he producing the beds and stuff you need better, but they're higher quality, so, you know, you get more wealth out of it, and people get happier and stuff like that. Happiness isn't something you really need to worry about early on, unless people start dying. I normally like to just have a guy just on carpentry, that's it. I don't really worry about it too much. And then I like to have a guy who's really good at masonry, and I normally make him, well, if I can find it, architect. Now you gotta pardon me, because I am a little bit blind. Architect should be... It's alright, we can always just assign him architect afterwards, and we may just do that. Building designer is right there. Okay, so carpentry is furniture, woodcrafting is wooden goods. Like bowls and cups and trinkets and toys. Yeah. Aside from that, though, I think what we're going to do is give some fighting skills to our people. And we're going to want one guy to be... what I normally do is make the Mason my sort of... my noble, my initial mayor. So I give him a lot of social skills, so we can give him intimidation, negotiation, persuasion. Be good to have something like judge of intent, conversationalist. It'd be nice to actually, maybe not intimidation, we'll get rid of that and we'll make him a comedian. So this guy's going to be able to go, he's going to be chummy with people, they're going to like him more, so they're going to consistently vote this guy in as mayor. And that's important for the early game, because you want your mayor to kind of be the same guy for a long time, up until you start really getting into nobles and stuff like that. Still ever made a cook? Yeah, it's tough, Borrowed. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I can spare the points on it. Let's see. I do want someone that can chop trees really good. Let's get a woodcutter. And I think it makes a lot of sense, maybe you'll agree, to make the woodcutter an axeman. He's proficient in fighting with an axe as well. We'll give him a point in perhaps dodge as well. Just help a little bit for him not dying. And then you've got, you see, I've got someone here with 10 points. I kind of want to, again, we need a doctor. A doctor would be really good, because it's hard to find doctors in this game. Maybe we have the doctor be a cook. Maybe. But then it's like, there's a lot of good doctor skills, so hard to say. Well, let's do that right now. Diagnostician. Diagnostician. Scaling this up just makes diagnosing someone take less time. Not the most important. Surgeon, I think we can agree, is pretty important. Bone doctor is helping with bones. Searcher, pretty important. You can already see I've spent all my points on the doctor. We don't even have wound dresser. I think we'll just make him sort of a generic everything doctor, but he is a specialist in surgery and bone doctory. I think so. Let's make him mostly a bone doctor. I'm not sure. Am I worried more about broken bones? Or am I worried more about cuts? So it kind of works like this. Surgery is for piercing attacks. I think that's actually less likely. I think it's more likely we'll be suffering cuts and broken bones from like skeletal enemies and stuff like that. Bone doctor, he only prescribes Viagra. Yeah, I'd be down. Most people would be up, but I would be down. And one thing I do kind of like to do, and it's a little cheeky, is a way of getting good and easy trade goods is carving things out of stone, like making stone, like necklaces and cups and bowls and things like that. So there's a lot to be said for starting out with someone with maxed stone crafting. It's not maxed, but it's as high as you can get it at, you know, sort of the embark phase. The problem with doing that is you end up with a lot of useless dwarves later on. You get a lot of migrants. So you end up putting them onto shit jobs like that. So I think we'll just stick as is. We'll make our miners able to fight as well, which will be pretty good. Interesting thing about the points, so you only have a finite amount of points to spend on embark. And the amount of points it costs to level skill is this number here. So that's 5, but then to give them, like, that's to give them a point in the skill. But the next is 6, 7, 8. It's like, so it's a lot cheaper to level up a bunch of skills as opposed to level one skill a bunch of times. So going like 2 points in fighter, 1 point in wrestler, like 1 in dodging, and then giving them, for example, what do we want to use for weapons? Let's figure this out, guys. Primarily. So axes, really good at chopping limbs off, dismemberment. Hammers are really good at crushing things and breaking bones. I think that might be really useful, actually, if we deal with skeletons. Less useful against zombies, however. Spears are really cool. They are piercing, so it's a good chance you're going to kill somebody on a hit if you get a good hit, you know, take out one of their internal organs, but spears can get stuck, so less useful in a prolonged fight. Maces are the one-hand version of warhammers. They're okay. If you want to use shields, go for it. Crossbows, quite good as well, of course. And swords are sort of generic-y, pretty good. They can pierce and they can slash, but they're not as good as an axe and they're not as good as a hammer. I think swords are your best one-handed option, though. So, bees? Yeah, maybe. I think I'm going to do the same sort of setup here. We'll get a wrestler, we'll get a dot. Oh, I'm out of money. All right, well, let's go get some more money real quick. So we'll get more money. We're starting out with 2 picks. We only need 1 copper battle axe, so we're going to be buying 2 other weapons. An iron anvil. This is one of the trickiest decisions you will make in this game. One of the trickiest. There are 2 types of anvils in this game. Steel and iron. The steel anvil is lava-proof. I can think you can see why that would be useful. But the iron anvil is probably the one you want to start with. It's a lot cheaper, and you can get away with, like, you know, using it to make a steel anvil, stuff like that. The thing is, pros at the game, or I think, you know, sort of, if you're not, like, a new player, like super new, getting rid of the iron anvil is a gamble. If you get rid of the iron anvil, you can buy an iron anvil. You can't craft one because you don't have an anvil. But you can buy one through trade. The problem is they're a little expensive. And you don't know when you're going to get one. It could be until the 2nd year, until you can sort of place an order for it. Which sucks. Because that means no metal production. So, gamble. But I think we might go for it. Because we do have to buy more weapons. So we'll see. If we can squeeze it in at the end, I think I'd rather start with more food and stuff, though. Exactly. It is like Oregon Trail. I love the beginning of Dwarf Fortress. It's super fun. So I don't need step ladders. I don't need a wheelbarrow. I can make all that stuff. Buckets, splints, and crutches. Again, I can make all these things, so I'm going to just not. I will keep the splints and crutches, though, in case we get in an early fight. I think that's fine. Thread and all that stuff is nice. We do not need pigtail bags. They are useful for doctory, but pigtail ropes are good. We'll just take 1 of them, though. That's fine. Don't need that much cloth, either. Just take 1. And good, we've really cut that down. We don't have any puppies, dogs, or anything like that. Alright, we might be able to fit in Amble. So what do you think, though, guys, about the whole weapon we bring? It's gonna be tough. So the important... This is what I just love figuring out which skills I take. Because if you have a single point in something, if you're even just a novice, it's so much easier skilling it up than if you have no points in it. It's super hard to skill that stat. And the flip side is, you know, you want to spend a lot of points in one thing so they're really good at it. And also there's skill degradation, so if you go a long time without using a skill, you get, you know, slightly, like, rusty. This is the carpenter. He's mostly going to be carpentering, but again, I think I do want to put some points in a combat skill. Just so we have a couple guys that can fight if need be. Because I am quite worried about that. It does suck we don't have a cook, but like going into high savagery, high evil place is terrifying. Bad things can happen. No matter what you think. I think maybe we go for hammers. Let's see what's cheapest, though. So copper warhammer is 18. You can get a bunch of them. That's nice. We could go for short swords and shields. And, you know, improve the longevity of our guys. If we're up against skeletons, though, piercing's not useful and slashing is minimal damage. I think we go with warhammers and just hope we can crush the heads of zombies if we fight them, and we can smash skeletons back. The other nice thing about Warhammers is if we have these guys spar with each other, Warhammers are a lot less lethal on your own guys, because you're probably not going to cut an arm off, which is permanent. So yeah, let's go that route, I think. They're only novice hammermen, but you know, they're pretty good fighters and stuff like. Well, they're okay. 402 points. I really wish I could remember if there was wood here. Shit. Because I might need to bring some wood if not. But starting with no anvil and no wood is... It's a dumb decision. Maybe we go for the anvil anyway. Play it safe. We do have a lot more points that we can spend, so... okay, so as for things, dogs you can train to fight, which is cool. Cats kill rodents, which are bad. Hard to say. Unfortunately, you end up with a lot of them. I think we might go with one, and I think we'll go with probably 2 female dogs and a male dog. Starting with geese or whatever is a lot nice. It's a lot nicer for food production and stuff, but I think we'll be okay with that. Because we have a lot of sand, so there's no guarantee they'll have food. And then now all the good stuff. So plump helmet spawn is essentially mushroom seeds or spores, if you will. We want a bunch of those because that's going to be our main food source. Pigtail seeds. This is how you make like cloth. Cave wheat and sweet pods, we're not going to be like rock nuts. We won't be messing with that for a long time. You also use plump helmet to make your beer, which is a nice thing. We got ale, we got wine, that's all good. Okay. Nice. So the other thing I like to do is I like to just bring a whole bunch of random types of food. Preferably cheap stuff. Oh man, are these all 4? There we go. A prepared snail eye. This is a little bit gamey. So every type of food you like, so if I'm bringing 1 cave fish female, it comes in a barrel. It's just what it does. You can hold up to 50 cave fish. So if I buy 51 cave fish female, they'll come in 2 barrels. One with 50 and one with 1. But if I just buy a whole bunch of stuff here, all of this is going to come in a singular barrel. And then once people eat it, we have a free barrel. A little bit cheaty, but I think it helps. You want to buy some extra pond turtles because people use that for crafting. And that's going to be... it's going to be big, trust me. I don't know if people can just eat eggs straight up. Yeah, I want beer and rum. Don't you forget, game. Okay. Prepared bumblebee brain. This is a very specific thing. And just because I can't remember if there is going to be wood here, I'm going to do the silly, safe thing of just bringing some wood with me. Get some apricot wood logs. That seems quite nice, actually. Let's get 10 of those, because 10 allows me to, for sure, do everything I need early game. Ain't cheaty, it's the merchant's fault for not catching on to your plan. Yeah, that's right. And then let's go and see... I want plump helmets. Are we bringing some? I didn't see it. See plump helmets spawn. I do not see regular plump helmets. Oh, there they are. So plump helmets are a little more expensive. You'll see they're 4. But when you turn them into alcohol, you get seeds back from them. So the thing is, you can actually get yourself in a really terrifying spot, and I'm just going to get more of the actual seeds themselves. You can get yourself in a really terrifying spot if you're not careful. I'm going to buy one more. Just another Warhammer, just in case. You get yourself in, sorry, a terrifying spot where your dwarves eat all of the plump helmets before you brew them. So here's sort of the main idea. You plant a plump helmet. It grows up. You take the plump helmet and you brew it. When you brew it, you get 2 seeds back. You know. Now, depending on the skill of your grower and your brewer, what ends up happening is you can have a person who takes, grows 1 single seed into, if you're lucky, 2 to 7 plants, I think it is. Which is like 2 to 7 mushrooms. And then those mushrooms can produce 1 to 3 seeds, which I think is usually 2, but like a higher skill, maybe you get like 3 seeds. It's excellent. Problem is, early on, if you don't set up your gardening fast enough, your dwarves just eat all the food as it comes up, and then you don't get any more seeds out of it, and it's scary stuff. Either way, we've done all the important stuff. We're going to go ahead and name our fort here. Blunt Key? Blunt Key sounds pretty good. Let's get some more random ones, though. So we get Tomb Crevice. It's a little gay. Abyss Metal? Dike Round. Guild Bolt. Red Rack. Red Rack? I don't know about that. Spot Basement. Lancel with Silver Inner. Let's see if we got a really good one here. Pathquakes. Pathquakes is pretty fun. That's a pretty fun name for our fortress. Bridge Road was a good one. Should have probably gone with it. That's Tongs Kings. We are the kings of the Tongs. Tempting. I like Syrup Door. Welcome to Syrup Door! I think that's pretty fun. It's very Canadian. And we're going to name our group. So our initial group of 7 dwarves, they're going to be known as the Channel of Nuts. Yeah, that's right. Come, follow the Channel of Nuts to Syrup Door. I like the sound of that. That's very catching. It sounds ominous as well. So I will say, let's see what our symbol looks like. No, it's fine. I will save this as, the problem is your profiles don't really work, but it's important in case this crashes. We'll call this Syrup Door. And I will hit embark, yep. And now we wait. Yes, Dwarf Fortress creation takes a long time. I mean, I can bam through this in about 5 minutes by myself. Haha! But if I'm explaining it to other people, obviously it takes a long time, and that's just part of the game. You have arrived after a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Oh, sorry guys. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost. For the glory of all Dedek Iklist. That's a nice name. It's easy to pronounce. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan before winter entombs you. But it is spring now, enough time to delve, secure lodgings, ere the giant dingoes get hungry. So we have giant dingoes in the area. That's terrifying! I can tell you dingoes in real life, well, not dingoes, but I have seen, like, they called, those other really annoying, I can't remember why, they would always, like, attack our cows and stuff. What are North American dingoes called? I don't know why I can't remember. Either way. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at this place. Udibton, Syrup Door, strike the earth. I do not remember the name of them. Coyotes. Erp. Man, that took me a while. We had a bunch of coyotes back at the farm. I don't know why I couldn't remember them. It's been a long time since I've, like, talked country to people, though. Nobody in the city really cares about it. I've been in the city for long now. Could you imagine that? Like, you're at the mountain home, you're leaving your grand kingdom, goodbye, and as you're preparing for your travels, for the long trip, I'll take one prepared humblebee. Honeybee. Okay, it's raining bile goo. We've already entered hell. Yes, there are trees, but it's probably a good thing I brought that anyway. Wow, we might die in the first couple seconds here, guys. Let's try and figure that out. But, you know, I'll take a humblebee brain, and I'll take one cow intestine. I'll take one of those sandwiches, and every time the merchant's like, oh, alright, and he's like packing it up and putting it in like a brand new barrel. That'd be so frustrating. Well, welcome to evil biomes. Again, I do not recommend you ever take one until you're experienced in the game. They bring all sorts of random terrible things, like, thank God that's not the evil goo. But there is evil goo. Hang on, I will... There's a way here. There we go. I'll zoom in for you guys so it's a little nicer for you. Is that good? Is that okay about this? You can hopefully make out everything. I'm gonna get rid of that. I mean, so what this is here is, it's sort of like a top-down, but like, it's a large, whatever, it sucks. I hate that view. I just like to see all my hotkeys here, and then see a nice big screen of dwarves doing dwarf things. And we'll talk about what we have. We have a donkey, a mule specifically. We have a horse. I'm probably going to be killing them for food at some point. We'll find out. We got my little dog here, and that's a kitty cat. And the dwarves all look different based on their primary job. We have here, this is a carpenter dwarf, a woodcutter, a doctor, miner. We have the expedition leader. He's going to be our mayor in the beginning. We have another miner here, and a farmer. The farmers look like hobos, and I appreciate that. We are going to change our expedition leader here and change his labor up. I'm going to make sure to give him architecture. Reason why we want architecture on him is he's going to have to... How architecture works in the game is so funny. So if I go build a wall here, like, it will build it out of wood logs, sure. I'm going to cancel this in 2 seconds because we're paused. But for me to build this wall... oh, can you see my cursor? Is that a thing? I think. I don't know. Maybe I don't have cursor on? Capture cursor is technically on. Who's going first? Crazy first? Yeah, green hat dude is possible. He does look nuts. I don't know. If you can't see my cursor, sorry about that. But so to build this wall, an architect has to come up, stare at the wall for about 10 minutes and go, well, like where the wall will be, for about 10 minutes and go, yeah, you could build a wall there. What's supposed to be happening thematically is the dwarf is going up and building the plans and sort of looking and saying, well, if you want to build it there, you have to anchor it like this and blah. But really, he just stands there like an asshole and goes, yeah, you could put a wall there if you want. And he has to do that for every little piece of wall. Or everything you need to build with like an architect, like a bridge, for example. Oh my god, you end up hating them, which is why I always make the architect the mayor, because I find that so funny. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Either way. And then what happens is, since it's a wooden wall, the carpenter has to come up and actually build it afterwards. But it is really funny how it slows down all your processes, especially when you get this very sort of bureaucratic vibe to the whole thing. Which is super funny because it's like, oh shit, build the wall so the trolls don't get in. And, you know, you're like, quick, we have stone there. We stockpiled it ahead of time. Everyone to the walls. And the architect's like, I want to finish my dinner first. And then he slowly gets his ass up the stairs and, oh, it's my break now. And he walks around for a fucking season, no joke. Either way. I love Dwarf Fortress. It's a great game, honestly. So, things we can tell. These are newer to the game. Again, it's like about 4 years newer. They're multi-level trees. Very cool. Used to be trees just took up one tile. Some still do. This is a multi-level tree. There's hotkeys here. If you play the game, the big hotkeys are B for build, K for look, U for look at all your guys and other things on the map, and Z to see sort of stats. There's like other stuff, but for the most part, you know, I'll explain it if I do it. But I'm gonna try and keep like the tutorial, Just enough so you know what I'm doing, but not so much like if you want to play it. Like, if you want to play it, I'll help you out by all means. Pop in chat and ask a question. I'm more than happy to, you know, give you an answer. It's just like, I'm going to assume that most of you are just interested in what I'm doing as opposed to how to do what I'm doing. Either way, so multi-level trees are cool. We can hold shift and the, I don't know what they're called. I call them the up-down keys because you always use them to go up and down in a roguelike. The little triangle things above period and comma. You can find them on your keyboard. Either way, that lets me change the Z levels. Technically, I'm Canadian. I should be saying Z levels, but I'm not going to. But you can see here. So these are like multi-level trees. You can see all the sort of brown parts are wood. That's the trunk, and the green parts are going to be the leaves and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. They might even be fruit trees. We might be able to pick the fruits on them or get some sap or something. They're cherry trees! That's cool. Wow, how beautiful. We got cherry syrup we could get up in the production at some point, which could be cool, but realistically, we're not going to be spending much time outside because it's an evil biome and we're all going to die. So until we have a ceiling up and running, it's going to be risky. So most important, we're going to go D for designation, D again for mine, and we're going to be building into here. And we're just going to, ideally, you want to build like a super cool area. Super cool. That's right, when he's not staring at walls, he's staring at official documents. You know, you want to build like a really pro-strat entrance to your fortress so that you can defend it and also have room for the traders to come in, because if you leave a 1x1 tile, which is what doors require to walk through something, for example here, and you put a door, the greater than less than symbols, yeah, that's right, Baron. I just don't know what they're actually called. But if we make a 1x1 hole, we can walk through that and use that as a corridor and put a door there. Bonus. Unfortunately, if traders come to visit us, traders with a D, not an AI, they will only be able to bring a few goods because they have to carry them by hand. To allow their cart to come in, you actually need to have a 3x3 opening, which is clever because you can't put a door over that. There's ways around that, and we will. But to figure out if you're doing that, hold shift, hit D. Well, we don't have a depot yet, but it would show your screen and show you where a wagon is able to go through. So, nice and easy. Either way, these walls are made out of white sand. Do I want to dig into white sand? Not really. Do we have any proper stone? Got sandy loam. Oh, shit. Well, good news is this makes farming easy. So the initial plan is going to be... Sorry. Hit the wrong button again. Cherry tree roots. That's cool. So the initial plan is dig over here. Create a stockpile. First game of this complete went over your head. Yeah, exactly, Necroskidder. It's a lot easier when you use a graphics pack like I am. Like, I don't have any problem reading the ASCII just because they didn't exist graphics packs back in the day, but, you know, it makes it so easy for someone now to watch it because I can just tell you what I'm doing and we can just, like, build stuff, deal with the hilarious things that happen, and look at all the crazy, stupid little pictures of things. Either way, so we're just going to quickly dig in because there's radioactive evil goo raining down from the heavens because God hates us, and that's the first event that happened as soon as we got here. That's terrible. I don't even know what vile goo does. It probably kills you or makes you go insane or God knows what. So we do just want to dig straight into here, and then we're just going to make a stockpile. This is not going to be our fortress, but this is going to be our sort of initial holdout. And we're actually right under a cherry tree or something. The roots are there anyway, which is kind of neat. So let's go. Let's get that going. We're going to want to disassemble the wagon. And we have 10 wood. We could build... Nope, change of plans. So I want to fit a carpenter's workshop in here. So we will put one there. Now the nice thing about sand is you can dig through sand very quickly. And the interesting thing about this game is for miners, Not to be confused with small children, but people that, you know, dig. They actually level up based on the amount of tiles they dig. So sand, because it digs very quickly, is a nice way of leveling up miners if you don't have good ones, because it takes for frickin' ever to dig through stone. But okay, yeah, it's raining bile goo. You can see it dropping all around here. It's the blue stuff. This is rain. These are puddles of vile goo. A pool of vile goo. I wish I knew what they did. The important thing, though, is for now is to get everyone inside. Because we've already had this open up, I'm going to go ahead and build myself a carpenter's workshop right here. So our carpenter is going to come inside, and we can go ahead and use that to build some wooden doors so we can lock everyone in. Because the Vile Goose Spawn is a really crappy event that happened early, but it happened. Hopefully nobody dies from it. I don't know what everyone's trying to do right now. I think they're all idle. They all fleeing? Everyone... Oh, they're down. Yeah. What are you doing right now? Cleaning self. Oh, yeah, so they've got the goo on them, so they're trying to clean it off them by going to the river. Reasonable. You might all drown by doing that, because dwarves can't swim for shit, but find out. As soon as the carpenter's workshop is up and running, we'll get those doors going. There we go. So let's get 2 wooden doors going. Thank you. This is dug out, so I'm going to build a stockpile, and we're just going to put a custom stockpile here. And we're going to put allow all for everything. Excellent. I think I got everything right. Yeah. Put it right here. Hopefully people start hauling everything, because we want to get everything in before we die. Currently have no job. Are you guys not set to... Do I not have hauling on? I do have hauling. Okay. They should start hauling soon. Oh my god, this vile goo is actually flooding the world. That's terrifying. Okay. Well, hopefully we don't die anyway. I'm just gonna extend this a little. People still aren't hauling all this stuff. I want to designate this for hauling. I could just put everything to dump and then set up a garbage. And then they would for sure do it. That might be something I do just to get this going really quickly. Because if you do that, actually, you can store everything in a single tile, which is kind of cheating. It is funny, though. Tricky. Okay, well, this is a do task now. High priority, yeah. No job. Fucks everything. It sounds about right, bro. That's my luck. Evil biomes are really funny. But we might turn this into the actual entry for our base. I think that'll be fine. So let's dig this out then, and we're gonna want to just mostly dig up and down. Try and find... is that how I want this? Yeah, that'll be fine. We're gonna dig down with up-down staircases. Actually, these ones I just want to be down staircases. I'm gonna look for fun things. Like stone would be great. If I could find stone, I'd be super happy. Might need to restart already if we're unlucky. These guys aren't gonna haul because they got gooed. Yeah, see, I have hauling right here. Everything's on. Talk about one, change settings, everything. Oh no, I had nothing on. Okay, I see. My bad. There you go. That makes sense. Ma dang. Everybody go. Interrupted by a giant grasshopper corpse. Shit. Where is this giant grasshopper corpse? And presumably it's a skeleton and it's gonna try and kill us. Yes, yep, it is trying to kill us. Oh, did we murder it already? No. Are we gonna die? Yes. Already, our expedition leader is pretty much fucked. So, you can see here, anything yellow is like pretty wounded. Red is like super wounded and like gonna be lost soon. Thankfully our doctor's okay. Did we kill it though? It's a question. The doors are like panicking because they can still see this corpse and they're just like, oh shit. Let's find out. Yes, we did manage to murder it. We murdered a dead giant grasshopper corpse. Actually, we go here. F to pay respects. Well, we might be able to save him. I hope so anyway. Means we gotta set up a hospital. Which sucks. Put that right here, I guess. Yeah. Which means we need another door. That's right, haul everything inside, boys. This guy's still dying, if anyone's interested in checking him out. He's got 1 kill, though. Badass. I guess we could name people. That's what I normally like to do. Let's go ahead and pop up my friendo, Dwarf Therapist, and connect. This makes like managing your dwarves like super easy. You don't have to use the in-game menus, which are a little, but you get used to them. So I can set nickname. We're gonna have I borrowed be this. Who's this guy anyway? This is the doctor. Yeah, I guess. Woodcutter, Mr. Origami. Have here profession. This is the carpenter. Let's get Necro Skitter. A miner here. We'll have Zelphus mining. But what are you? Mason. Oh yeah, the dead guy. Well, he's not dead yet. Who should we have be our expedition leader who's also gonna die? I don't know, man. Brazilian? He led the last hilarious foray. We're gonna have Brazilian's harem again. Gonna nail you some wood, that's right. We had Mr. Grinch around here. Grinch, something like that. I can't remember how to spell his name, honestly. Let's see. Oh, it's Mr. I knew there was a Z in it. Hang on. Nickname. It's Mr. Grinch. And these two actually have the same first name, which is kind of weird. But we'll have... okay, go ahead and click commit changes. That's all done. Cool. Well, let's try and save this guy. Dr. Bard on the case. Still don't have that damn door, but we're building it. Thank God we killed our first skeleton. I told you this place was going to be terrible. It was probably a zombie, actually. Ah, good. We struck fortification agate. And we have our first door, so we can build it. Oh, gotta place it. Oh, you finished it, you damn fool. I know you did. Don't pretend. Oh no, he's building it currently. Oh, he can still move. Brazilian can still, like, move slightly. I guess he's not dead, which is nice. But I do want to just haul everything first. So we'll get our miners back on that. We're not going to be able to get a proper hospital going, unfortunately. Because we don't have any of the tools you need to do that. You need some very specific things. So, what we will... oh god, it's raining Balgoo again. This place is hell. So right here, we're going to make this a hospital. It's crap, but it is a hospital. The doctor... Resting injury. Why is everyone injured? Oh god. Oh god, what happened, everyone? Everyone's trying to rest because they're unconscious now. Is it because I put the hospital already? What the fuck? Really? Already? They're just like, oh yeah, I don't need to do anything because there's a hospital. Well, I can't stop them from doing it, sadly. Cancels recover wounded because he is horrified. Why are you horrified, Necroskitter? What is so terrible? Where are you? Oh, you're right here. What's scaring you? The Great Horned Owl? The Giant Mosquito Corpse? That's pretty scary, actually. Not gonna lie. Let's look at this guy, actually. How do I, Oh, I can't look at him. So, Giant Mosquito Corpse here. Bagoo's covering everything. Yeah, he's pretty fucked up. Alright, well, he's flying around, too. That's terrifying. Bonesaw, axe. Scalpel, axe. Stitch and needle, axe. Dwarf out of 10. True, borrowed. I wish it was so easy, unfortunately. Okay, you guys with no jobs could do your jobs. That'd be nice. So I need a bed here. Like real bad, because we need that for the hospital thing. Oh god, look at all this frickin' vile goo! Also, I heard a fight for a second. Okay, oh god, what just the fuck happened out here? Giant Mosquito Corpse just murdered our animals, I think. Yep. Oh, and none of us equipped our Warhammers, and it's out there by the mosquito. Shit. Is it dead, though? Is it a corpse now, at least? Stray dog mutilated corpse. Yeah, not... Alright, well, time to get the military up, I guess. Well, metal armor if you can, boys. The bronze grips. Sure. Let's get Zelphus in here. We'll get Rudy, and our other guy who could fight was, what, the Carpenter? The Woodcutter I know could. I think the Carpenter would be the other one. Okay. Now, everyone go get your... Oh, shit. I actually gotta set up weapons. Equipment. What else? No. Okay. I want to assign you a weapon here. And I want to use Warhammer. So, everybody... I want using Warhammers except the Woodcutter. Woodcutter, of course, gets to use his trademark axe, because that's what he does. Alright. Let's get our military. I can do that from here. I want to activate you guys. And I want to put you right here. Temporarily, anyway. Go protect this guy. Now, people with weapon skills won't... Oh, shit. There it is. There's a mosquito. Okay, boys. I need you to attack specifically this mosquito. Go get him. Come on, boys. It's gonna kill our doctor. Yeah, our doctor's like getting the shit kicked out of him. Wait, did Borrow just kill it? Borrow just fucked it up! It went for the doctor, and he just pounded the shit out of it. Alright. Well, now our doctor's also dead. That's okay. We don't need you anymore, guys. You can go back to doing what you were doing. Go ahead and clear this. Grazillion's back up and running. I'm super impressed. We still got people trying to rest? Yeah. Well, hopefully they figure that shit out, because we have much more important things to do. Okay, we need these doors right now. We need to be able to lock ourselves in from goo hell. And we, like, our initial wagon position is flooded. This is why I love this game, dude. It starts in the shit when you play on, like, high savagery and evil. Oh my god, what has happened to all the cherries? What? Okay, we still have cherry trees. All of the leaves have melted, I think. That's probably bad. I don't know if we should be using that wood. Oh, we'll figure it out, I guess. Anyway, hopefully Burrow's okay. What's wrong with him specifically? Well, his head's good. That's the main thing. That is stuff he can recover from eventually. Hopefully without too much help. We still need that bed. Okay, heard another fight. Raven corpse now. Oh, sweet Jesus. New rule. New rule. Okay, dwarves can go outside. Where's that one? Gather bodies. I mean, I want all of that. Maybe I just have to make a zone where it's like they can't go. Is that what I do? It's been so long. Zones, no. Locations and occupations, not what I want. Not designation. There's a way to make it so they can't go outside. It's something like movement and stuff. No, not that one. Job list. A lot of people have to diagnose patients. Okay, cool. Sports buildings. No, I have no idea, actually. I don't know why I can't see it. Like I'm deaf. Like blind, sorry. Oh well. Okay, yeah, there's another big fight happening. Where? A Raven corpse right here. Oh shit. Alright, well let's get our army back up and running. Let's get them, activate them, tell them to kill that Raven corpse. Go, boys! We need the Dwarf Fortress. Would you recommend it for a slow game? Okay, yes, Shoe Muffin. I absolutely recommend it as a slow game if you play in somewhere with low savagery and no evil, preferably. Kill it? I think we killed it. Yeah, it's dead. Excellent. Okay. Shit is still happening though. This guy got really fucked up. But it's like right now, like I'm playing on like the super insane start, so it's not gonna be your friend. You know what I mean? We need to dig this out actually because we need a larger stockpile for right now. Again, this is not gonna be where our fortress is, but like right now we just need to get everything indoors is the problem. Because if we look around, yeah. There's 2 more Raven corpses still. We've killed, right now, 3 of them. A giant mosquito corpse, giant grasshopper corpse, and we lost our dog, sadly. Hopefully that was the female one. But yeah, normally this is slow. Once I get everyone inside, we're going to be going back to slow. I think I'm actually just going to undesignate the hospital, because I want people, like, working. You know what I mean? I'd rather people work than sit around, sadly. Oh god. It's not ideal. Bad start. Oh well. Like, there's another one. Alright, Bronze Grips, you're back in action. Kill. Go. I know that Raven corpse is flying, but you guys fly down there and kick the shit out of it. That's right. Go beat it to death with your hammers, boys. I think someone threw a hammer at it. Okay, it's dead. Alright, thank God I brought all this frickin'... Like... Man, thank God I brought all this armor, or weapons. Like weapon skills. Alright. Let's get more of this stockpile stuff going. And eventually... Whoops. Whoops. Eventually we'll be, stopping this here. Okay, change settings. I want everything enabled. Just get everything in here, boys. Excited for Myth and Magic? No idea what that is, but it sounds like a lot of games I like. I like the game Myth, I like the game Myst, I like Might and Magic. I like, you know, all those fun things. Brazilian is stuck in a tree. Brazilian, what the fuck? What are you doing up there? How did you get up there? Did the Raven throw you up? Oh, the Raven threw you up here, didn't he? And then you killed him. Well, we could cut the tree down. Option. I think we're gonna go with the slightly safer thing of building him a staircase. So let's build him an upstair. Where is he? So this tree here. God damn it, Brazilian. Yeah, you don't have any way to get. Okay. I'll build it out of wood, and I need a downstairs as well. Can't build a downstairs. I don't know. I actually don't know how to get him down. Shit, we might have to cut the tree. Alright, cut the tree! Hope that doesn't kill him. I don't know. Like, we could build a walkway over to him. I don't know if he can walk on any of this, though. Probably not in the leaves. So I think we're just gonna have to cut him down and hope he doesn't horribly break anything. I think we planned for broken bones, though, so... My God, the whole world is literally filled with goo, though. This is hell. Oh yeah, we don't have buckets. That's also bad. Okay. Settings, enable. But normally, your start won't be anything like this. You'll be chilling, and you're not going to worry about any sort of conflict for the first, like, 2 years. And then you might have to, like, fight off a single goblin. Currently, however, you know, we got some problems. Good news is he's not dead. Surprisingly. Unfortunately, though, he's, up in here. Somebody die? 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh shit, who died? Mr. Origami. Fuck, who was he? Axe Dwarf. Oh, that was the guy who cuts the trees. That's funny. Well, I wondered why that wasn't happening. Okay. New rule, carpenter. Oh yeah, you're fucked up. New rule, farmer. Least fucked up. Also have no job right now. Welcome to wood cutting. Yeah, I mean, if you do a start where you also don't have any goblins as neighbors, or like anyone you're at war with, then yeah, you can super easily do it. Man, I was like super hyped for the start, but we might need to find a new one. Because seems like the game is just throwing us into like bullshit. Because you can see here, right, like we're still getting flooded by the undead. I'm not sure that we have a chance in hell of getting indoors at this point. Because everyone's so broken. Yeah, pretty much everyone's dead. These are blue jay corpses. They literally just came out of the skies and just killed all of our guys. We have just Grazillion left, but it's okay because he's up in a tree and he can't get down. Oh, there, they're coming for him. This is his death. It approaches. Oh! They threw him! Where did they throw him to? Holy shit, they dropped him from the heavens! Dead? Are you just tired? Come on, you can do this. I don't even know what I want you to do anymore. Oh, damn, poor Gazillion. That's suboptimal. Oh, we can see here, actually, if we do this. This is our combat log. We can see, Necroskitter's corpse. Yeah, our corpses are now up and fighting. But let's look at Grazillion. So, I think Grazillion actually... Yeah, so right here, he actually dodged off of the tree is what happened. It's pretty cool. But yeah, no, we got messed up. The good news is, though, we can actually abandon the fortress to ruin. Yeah, that's fine. We can abandon our terrible, terrible fortress. And instead, we're gonna still stick with this area. I'd like it. It's hell. Yeah, dodge off a tree, fall all the way down. Yes, absolutely. The dwarves are really funny. And that was just Dwarf Therapist getting angry because it's like, oh, you don't have a fort anymore. Well, everyone died, Dwarf Therapist. That was the horrible start of Syrup Doors. But it's all right. We're gonna be re-embarking there, and you can embark to a fortress you previously lost. With like a super squad. Unfortunately, you get less items initially starting. You get like sent out to reclaim the fortress, but you do get to bring a lot more military guys, which we need. Now here's the problem. These are undead. They're flying skeletal, probably. Blue jays. I don't think we're going to be able to bring any like amount of arrows and shoot them down, but I'm going to try. So, let's go ahead and start playing here. It's me. Yep. Let's go back. Let's go back. Just cry ourselves to sleep. But I don't know, I love this. Dwarf Fortress feels really good once you get it up and running. The other thing too, Shu, is you'll see how relaxing the game is once we get inside. Unfortunately, getting inside is going to be difficult. But once we do manage to get inside and we lock ourselves off, even the hardest starts aren't too bad if you're like okay with never going outside. The world has changed slightly in summer. The trees look a little different. That's cool. Is this where we were? Doesn't look right. I want to... Oh. Unselected the window again. Sorry, I want to reclaim our fortress here. Oh shit, cool! We can reclaim some of these other fortresses, but this was us, you Dibton. Never go outside, it's not hard. That's right, just like real life. It's been my life recently, trying to recover. Go ahead and reclaim, you Dibton. Okay, well, let's prepare carefully. Oh shit, they don't do it anymore? What? Oh man, it used to be when you reclaimed a fortress, they gave you like a bunch more guys and they all had like military skill. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, we just get it like basically a restart. You get to keep your fortress, some of the items that were there. Occasionally as well, you'll find the like any survivors still hanging around, although they're generally insane. It's really cool. I like reclaiming. It's actually, what I'd like to do is play a fortress, wait till it dies, redo the fortress, like do an adventure mode, which is another mode in the game. And then I like to like visit that fortress as an adventurer. So we're just going to use Syrup Door here. So we already have our set. Whew. Let's go ahead and we'll customize everyone's... I'll just easily do it afterwards. Let's embark, I think. Let's head out. Back to Syrup Door. Yeah, it's really cool. And then I like to reclaim it after I adventure and visit and see how the land has changed. But normally I get really far in the game. You can see we're still flooded. There is still vile goo everywhere. It's only been, well, it's probably only been like 2 weeks since we like died the first time. So this was really optimistic, us sending another caravan in this direction to settle. The Blue Jays are probably also still all here, and the corpses of our fallen are probably also running around ready to murder people. But yeah. Yeah, adventure mode is a lot of fun. And ambush, drive them out. What? We're being ambushed? What's ambushing us? Yeah, these are the old crew. We're being ambushed by one of our old dog corpses. Got it. Okay. Where do we spawn? Same sort of spot. Excellent. Well, you guys know how it goes. Custom stockpile, please. All of this. Except in here, actually. Or on the stairs. Don't get it on the stairs. We're carrying a bunch of horse puke in a backpack? No, I'm used to a lot of games having useless items, sorry. But I play a lot of old games, so... Okay, everyone get the crap in here this time. Please! We gotta do this. Be fine. Disassemble the wagon. We'll have the military prepare for it. Hang on. Let's get metal armor. Let's look at uniforms here. Let's go ahead and actually just create a custom uniform. So, new uniform, uniform 4. We'll rename it at some point, I guess. But any armor. And, want warhammers. Also, any legwear, any helmet, gloves, boots, yeah. That's fine. It's gonna make it a little bit easier to do this. The pages are perfecting. That sounds like crap. Oh well. So our 2 miners, our carpenter, and our woodcutter. And then make sure we go to the uniforms here. Oops. Here, and equip. Oh, whatever, that'll be fine. Just take these off. Okay, once we get everyone in, we'll name them. That'll be the plan. An ambush, drive them out. Yeah, what's the ambush, though? Oh, God, the Blue Jays are back! We might not be able to do this, actually. Like, this start might just be impossible. At least all the... Yeah. It's looking that way. We're just getting chain ambushed by everything in the world. Blue Jay corpses. Necroskitter's back from hell. It's not looking great, boys. Well, that's unfortunate. I was like ready to like teach everyone to play. Normally what the game does is it gives you like a month to get ready, and then it throws shit at you. But not anymore. Oh, well, we found Zelphus. Where's Zelphus? Are we still alive? Oh, we've already lost somebody. God only knows. That's right, can't stop me nailing. Well, I think what we're gonna do then... Oh, jeez! You just saw a dwarf get thrown across the map by a blue jay. They're picking us out of the sky and whipping us down. Oh, jeez. There's one of our old friends. I think what we may do, hear me out here. That shit. This. Oh, that. Swarm of blood gnats. Doesn't sound good. What we may do here is we'll play a little bit of just a fun game in the interim. And I'm gonna run Dwarf Fortress in the background, searching for another embark. And we'll go for one with a little less evil, maybe. Or maybe just the same amount of evil, but like less of just permanent vile goo everywhere and flying birds that murder us. Regular birds are fine, but it is very hard to kill the undead, which is part of our issue at the moment. So, we already have our embark though, but I think that might be what we do, because dear God, that's not working out. We'll go in the same world though, so everyone, like our other dwarves are going to be able to look and find these terrible, terrible things. We'll remember them in the legends. The legends of Syrup Doors and how shit it was. Truly, truly a shit place. My God, though. Some of the worst luck I've had. The other worst luck I've had, playing on High Evil. That's normally what I do, is High Evil, High Savagery. And normally it's okay. It's just, can't go outside. But the legend of getting thrown around by birds, yeah. But what happened one other time was, like, it spawned, like how Vile Goose spawned this time, but an Evil Mist spawned. And Evil Mist, what it does is, if any of your dwarves are outside when Evil Mist happens, they instantly, like, become evil creatures and start attacking your other dwarves. So it was like within 30 seconds, like I just lost because all my dwarves were insane and killing each other, and obviously I couldn't control any of them, so you lose. So, whoops. Let's go ahead and look for a different location then. Do you guys know what you do though to play a game that Twitch doesn't have? What do you do for that? Let's go ahead and really never quite turn this off, eh? I'll just close it for now then. On here, start running a few tests. Looking for stuff. Let's go ahead and get Savagery to high. That's great. Equal to medium. Fluxstone layer, no aquifer, river, yep, that's all good. You don't technically need a river, but running water is like cleaner and it's nicer and good. But I'm not sure you do if Twitch doesn't have, hang on, let me Google that. There's a games section, games plus demos. Yeah, I guess so. I know Twitch gets really mad. Alright, well, hang on. I've gotta turn my desktop audio. Well, we'll take a little bit of a pull here. You guys cool if we do like a little text adventure game I was messing around with earlier? Sorry if you aren't, I'll just play it in like an hour after everyone goes to bed. I was going to play it when I started the stream, but then I was like, I kind of want to start with Dwarf Fortress because I'm having fun. Like, I got it all set up. See if we can find one of these anyway. So, we have this embark here. Actually, I may have already found one, so we might just do that later, actually. Hang on. Let me just tab back to Twitch and fix it. Slaves to Armok. Good nerf. Nerf. Yep. Let's see how this guy is. Okay, just the one biome. Dwarves, elves, goblins, humans. So far, so good. The Manor of Whispering. Oh, is that the one we had before? I feel like it was a different one. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I think maybe it was. And there's lots of mountains here. Okay, I like this one. Sure, let's try it. I'm going to use Syrup Door again. Because I think, like, we already got our setup, basically. Let's rename the fort, though. Bold Roofs, Bronze Clears, Manor Whips. Kind of like the idea of Manor Whips. Armor Kisses, Castle Hair. Whipped Burns is pretty funny. I want something really good. Really good game. Ink Tongue. Welcome to the Fortress of Ink Tongue. Nah, I'm not feeling that. It's a good name, it's just not like... Weaver Boulders. Not quite what I want. Mountain Nails. That's kind of good. It's got nails in there anyway. The Fierce Rag. Come on, you got better than that. Give me better game. The Eternal Mines. That's a good one. We don't want a good one. We want like an Avalanche of Twinkles. Yes. Perfect. Get in there, boys. Alright. We're embarking. We'll get our Dwarf Therapist back up. Sorry, I didn't think it was... Normally, it takes me a long time to find an embark in Dwarf Fortress. But I didn't think we were going to be able to do it right away. Guys, what happens is, like, I search for somewhere, and then it's like, oh, you only have dwarves and humans as your neighbors. Oh, you only have... Like, you know what I mean? Which sucks. That's not what I wanted. Oh, God, triggering. This is just like the previous screen, though, right? We didn't somehow, like, accidentally go to the exact same place. No way. Probably. Anyway. No, it wasn't. The river was in a different spot. There's no way it's the same place. Oh, alright, my heart. But I guess actually because this world is so high in goblin population, it's unlikely that we'll ever find a place where we don't have goblins as neighbors, which is good, because it is, like, really boring if you don't at least have the sieges. Oh, good start! The neutral Z level is below the mountain. I like this. Oh, I like everything about this. What is this stuff? Red sand wall? This is a nice... Shit, crocodiles. Alligators. Even worse. So, long-time stream viewers, I'm talking like the 800-plus day bracket, will remember a time when we embarked in Dwarf Fortress and the first 2 seasons of the game, like all through spring and summer, our entire crew was wrestling with 2 alligators, like, that spawned right beside us, to the point where everyone was, like, passing out from exhaustion and had to go to the river to drink and then go back in the fight. Didn't spawn yeah, the game doesn't want us to die. I don't know what the shit's going on there. Nice, though. Okay, and already, right here, we got stone. Perfect. Perfect. It's probably not going to continue. Oh my god, and it's beautiful. This truly is the greatest. So, now we can talk about the goal. How do you win Dwarf Fortress? You don't. You just don't. You can't. There is technically a way, actually. Though few have achieved it, if any. You can dig deep enough. You can. But we probably won't be able to survive that if we get there. Although we can try. So normally you just set a goal for yourself. And my goal is this. I've always wanted to, and never fully done it. The Dwarf Fortress game where you build a massive tower. Like a huge tower. So hear me out. We build a tower like here in this flatland, which is beautiful. And it rises up into the heavens. And we use it to throw sacrifices off. Down, 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 spiraling below. And then around the outside of the tower, we have, like, grates in the ground. And then under that, so, like, right on this level, we have our dining hall. So we like throw people off and then they explode on these grates like 30 stories beneath and just like guts rain down on everyone eating. I think that seems frickin' sweet. So that's the plan. Bad plan? Tower of Drunken Babel. Yeah. Alternatively, Babel. You could be one of those people. But enough people babble about it, don't worry. So, let's get digging in the little bit of stone we have here. A lot of this is probably going to turn into sand. Price, it's a lot smarter to just dig up here, actually. Well, this is already sort of a natural 3-tile. We want 3 tiles wide to make our caravan work. So we'll do a little something like this. We do still have evil, and we do still have savagery. So it's something. We also want to remove construction. That's what I want. Yeah, so we can get rid of these ramps, actually. Not construction, we need upstairs ramps, sorry. So I don't want any of these ramps here, because think of it like where my cursor is. Do you see these little up arrows? And conversely, if we go up one, you'll see, well, the up arrows from above, because there's sort of a cut off. You can see this is like slightly darker, which means it's a level below. All those up arrows are ramps. And you don't have to think of it like a ramp per se. It's just like, it's a hill, whatever, it's a slope. It is something to get from one level to another. You want to get rid of ramps so that you just have a nice clean entrance and people can't go up and over and around. You know what I mean? Tower of Babes sounds like Duke Nukem. I'm down. Always bet on Duke, boys. So let's just get rid of some of these so we have a nice clean entrance. And our whole everything is actually going to be spiraling back around because, again, the plan is the tower is here. This is the tower. This is our plan. It's going to be here. It's going to be huge. I want to set it up so there's like, you know, like different like quarters. Like you have like the crafts dwarves on one whole side of it. You have the other guys on the other, etc., etc. I think it'll be cool. It's going to take a while to get there, though. But the idea is we are going to be digging in. We're going to have our trader here, and then we're going to dig a long hallway beneath the ground coming back, which we'll be able to defend and all that kind of cool stuff. We're quite close to the river, which is nice. We're going to be able to tap into that. We may even, if we want to, cause the FPS death of the universe, which is something I quite enjoy doing. And I personally see reaching 1 FPS the true credit screen of Dwarf Fortress. If you ever manage that, good on you. But, you know, is what it is. Oh, actually, what we need to get our shitty music back, because everyone loves shitty music. It's like machine code. Thank you. I think you're on. Let's find out what happens. It'll figure things out soon enough, perhaps. Let's go ahead and deconstruct our wagon. And yeah, keep digging. So again, trader is going to be here. Trader is a 5x5, if memory serves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5x5 is how big the trade depot is. And then we will set up here. Oh, actually, I'm a derp. Okay, so you can, this is a really cool thing. You can set up a marker to remember to do things, and I accidentally turned it on. Which sucks, but that is cool that I remembered you can do that. So here's the plan. We're actually going to, this is going to be our tower-ish. So what I want to do, I think the level beneath this, I think this is not going to be stone. But either way, we do want a moat. So we could just plan the moat already. Just so I remember. Well, I'll just set up a little thing here. See, I want the tower about here. About here. About here. No. Here? Let's do it there, actually. Perfect. That's going to be our tower. I like it. Nice and big. Do I need to zoom in more for you guys, or are you okay? 1 FPS is the critics. You beat the hell out of Cryptarch? Please, Bar, don't trigger me. I don't want to go back there. Play everything, you silly goose. Could be we need like an event to pop up. I think it needs to be like, oh, it's summer, or oh, it's something or other. For the start playing. Well, in the meantime, let's reconnect our dwarf therapist here. Alright, Grazillion was our silly little expedition leader. We have our doctor, of course that was Borrowed Bullets, the mad chemist. Who do we have as a farmer? I can't remember. I can remember though, we did have Zelphus here. We had the woodcutter, which is carpentry. Right. I honestly can't remember which was which, sorry about that. But Necroskitter was one of these two guys. I think Mr. Grinch was our other miner. Mr. Grinch. We do have good old-fashioned Shoe Muffin. Shoe Muffin, you can be the shit handler. You're our farmer. You're new here. I'm just kidding. You are new here though, so yeah, and handling shit. And we have Ruby. And then we're just missing Origami, but trust me, we'll be getting migrants in no time. I would make a political joke there, but I'm not going to. I'm a better person than that. Well, okay. I'm a person anyway. So this is going to be our initial staircase room. And it's just literally going to be a room that's a 3x3 room of stairs. Yeah, you can go as well. Perfect. Now this is going to give us a lot of stuff to dig initially, which is good. And the idea is I want to see what is down on this level, because this is the level just beneath where we want the tower, and we want to see if it is sand or not. If it is sand, we are just going to do what every good dwarf would do, and in order to make your tower higher and not have the base complete crap, you simply lower the world. And in fact, I kind of like the idea of that. I like the idea of, later on, just lowering the entirety of the world. But it is going to be a while till we figure out whether that happens or not. So, we're safe to be outside right now? What do we have? Snapping turtles, sea lampreys, alligators. Oh, sweet God. But, you know, those are doable. So let's go ahead and get our trade depot. Yeah, it is 5x5. Make it out of dolomite. That's okay. We don't need that till winter, but I do like to get it up ahead of time so I remember. Oh, what is that? Oh, I thought that was water for a second. Cobalite. Nice. Yeah, there is sand here. That's what I was expecting. So we're just going to skip this layer entirely. Entirely. You're new. Here's the shit shovel. Should that be how we treat all of our new people, Borrowed? Welcome to the late night couch. Go ahead and just shovel some shit for us. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I think we may do. So let's actually just queue this up right now. Excellent. I like it. What's that? Terrible noise. So if we were to look, again, this is going to be our tower-ish. It's going to be that. Well, those are roots, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, we can chop down some trees now, and then we need to get a stockpile going, which is another thing we need to do. Let's get tree chopping. Need all these trees gone. Not the ones on the other side of the river, or actually probably the ones near the river at all. Let's change our mind about those. Those are slightly dangerous. And what the crocodile's getting us. Yeah, that'll be fine. If we shoot the shit, we need someone to handle the aftermath. That's a great way of putting it, bro. That should be more than enough, because these trees are huge. So.
Summertime has come.
Wow, that wasn't terrifying. Never do that again, Soundsense. Never. God help me if I knew what sound that was. It's now summer. No. Well, whatever. It's only once a year. I need a little heart attack every now and again. Oh, there you go. We got summer music playing now. Sound of digging, the sound of progress, the sound of mining. Little hints of guitar. Would a dwarf use a guitar if guitars are primarily made out of wood? I don't know. I think probably they wouldn't, but that's okay. I'll forgive the game for ruining my immersion. Yeah, see, if you look here, this is as I expected. It is all sand. So, I'm going to go ahead and channel the next set of this. And yes, we should be mining much more important things. So that's okay. Now, it would be smart, actually, to have in this area, if it is going to be sand, the food, actually. Okay, heard a bad noise. What happened? Sea lamprey is fighting the alligator. Thank God. Leave us alone. Stone set of drums? Stone drums. Yeah, probably. I mean, you can make drums out of animals, so that's pretty badass, I guess. Want to channel this internal set as well. See how long it takes for our miners. Again, mining through sand is extremely quick, which is why we're doing this now. I think that's a fair size for our tower. We can always extend it. Dwarf Fortress doesn't need exact physics. We can have it be bigger on the top. We could have it be a giant dick if we wanted, and in fact, we do want that. Or a mushroom, you know, if you're under the age of 18. Anytime I say dick on this stream, just think I'm saying plump helmet. It's a mushroom. Unless, of course, you're over 18, in which case, probably talking about an actual penis. Let's see what we got. Is this stone or is this still sand? Still sand! Wow. We are going to have to keep digging then. Alright. Didn't expect this at all. This is interesting. How many more layers down do we have to go? Let's do a test. A test channel right here. I believe it's 14 or 16 for 2. This is clay. Gotta go even further, boys. It's not good enough. Man, we are digging down. An actual penis? That's right, Necroskitter. Silly. Technically, I also need that. I won't let you, game. I will not dig my tower, my fortress in dirt. Dirt is for shitty peasants. And elves. Dangerous terrain. Yeah, probably. Oh god. Oh, what the fuck? PG-13! What's happening, game? Is that legal? What was that noise? Oh, a stray cat has adopted Rudy. Shit. The worst thing that could happen. Let's see. There we go. So we have to go that far down, eh? So it's 2? That's 2. Alright, well, time to begin. Mr. Lobster, shouldn't you be worrying about the state of the fortress, trying to get the agriculture on board so we don't starve to death? Shouldn't we maybe, like, give a shit about all these other No! No, I don't care. I don't even care about the fact that this is actually going to be really bad because we're probably going to end up flooding everything. I don't care. It's a small concern. Well. How do we handle the whole flooding thing? Yeah, that would flood everything. I guess technically that makes a moat, though. Do we want to moat this early? Maybe. I don't know. Figure it out. Now you see this dwarf's being an idiot. What has he done here? Like, I don't know. Yes, most of our people are doing shit all. But that's, you know, what dwarves do. Let's cut some more trees down, boys. No elf talk here. Pump the water out. Yeah, true. You can definitely pump water in this game. I kind of want to... No, I don't want to chop those trees. I'm not sure what we do about that water just yet. Oh, fuck! It happened anyway. Did I want that to happen? No. Well, 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 well. We have a moat. At the very least. New rule, everybody. Cry yourself to sleep. This sucks. Okay. Are you gonna drown? Is anybody here gonna drown? That's my major concern. We can technically get around this, though. We're gonna be able to make it work. It's gonna be interesting. Okay. Either way, at least now we know what we're looking at. So about here-ish is middle, something. Let's see. This is exactly the middle tile. Great. So here, this is where we want this then. Yep. This will be the great entrance. Oh. A dwarven sanctuary. Okay, and this will be how you get to the great entrance. Oh, this music just got intense. Yeah, it's don't sense, man. Like this, or sound sense. This music just out of nowhere. Okay, this is the entrance to the tower. Now that's not where we're gonna set up farming, which we need to set up. So go ahead and get that. We also need bedrooms and stuff like that. We'll figure it out in time. I think maybe we set up a temporary barracks, you know, to keep the plebeians happy. Probably down here. Let's see. It's a pretty nice spot. Right about yay. That'll be alright. Like that. That'll be our first barracks. And let's get room for the carpenter as well. Yeah, we just do the same sort of an idea here. Let's put carpentry workshop. Just get one workshop in that, actually. Let's make this a bit longer. Actually, I want it to be bigger as well. No, scrap that. We're gonna build in sand, it's easier. That'll be fine for the barracks, but yeah, we do want to build in sand. So sand, we happen to know for a fact. Well, we know for a fact there's a whole crap load right here. So why don't we just make a little room, say about here? And this will lead off to the... Just put an upstairs here. We can always change that and do an up-down later. Downstairs here. So here we're going to have just the farms. And then the nice thing about that is it's actually kind of close, so we can have the kitchens not too far either. 3, yeah, I'm missing too many there. 3, 6, 7. Make them squares. Yeah, I guess we could... No, that's not gonna work. Is that how I want them to look? Yeah, we can make... I don't know, we definitely need more farming than that, so... What we'll do, we'll extend these down. I think it'll look kind of cool like this. So, that was a... This by that, and 1, 2, 3, 5-ish. And then we can just make a simple stockpile here. We just have to be careful, because eventually... Yeah, these will just be simple food stockpiles. Like that. Am I doing that right? 3, 6, 3... Oh. Then we need a huge stockpile indoors with all our stuff, yeah. For now, new plan. For now, we're just gonna stockpile everything right here. Because technically it's indoors. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, that's true. I haven't assigned an architect yet. Which was gonna be the... Brazilian, here he is. Right, and other jobs, architecture. So I do like, again, the sort of noble to be that sort of a guy. And then where am I gonna set up my workshops? Honestly, let's just set them up ahead of time outside. We can always change that later. So, Carpenter's Workshop. And I also want the Mason's Workshop. That's our main production prepared. This is going to be really interesting, though. Is that dangerous terrain? Yeah, probably. Guess who dug that shit out so it flooded? Sir, you told us. Shut up! Nobody asked. Did anybody ask? No. This is cool, though, hey? Got a moat already? My. Almost like it was planned. It was not. You were all here for that. None of this was planned. That was an accident. But the tower was planned, and it's going to be frickin' sweet. So I'm hype for that. We need to change our stockpile settings here. Yeah. There's a lot to be said for actually... Right here. Let's put a stair right here. We can get rid of it later. But that lets us do this. And then we could just put our stockpile here, actually, and just start stockpiling everything here. Nothing should be able to get to it unless it comes for all our crap. Which I kind of like the idea of. I don't want people getting too close to the water, as dwarves are very stupid. Like, real dumb. And clumsy. And they can't swim. Which is a problem, you can imagine. Taking all this out. Now, these should be built by now, correct? Yeah. So I need doors from the Mason. Mason, I'm going to need 1 billion doors. Much like in RimWorld. So, RimWorld, you need doors to designate rooms. That's the big difference between this and Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress, doors stop the designation of rooms like a wall would. It's a minor difference, but you're going to see later that's going to make it a lot easier for me to make bedrooms and then later on put the doors, as opposed to putting bedrooms like in RimWorld, which just doesn't work because it like freaks out. And it also means that things that are inside, even without a door. It's kind of nice. Unless you make them internal, of course. That's true, Bag of Holding. And hey, how you doing, man? Love the name. Bag of Holding, one of my favorite items in D&D. It's just so useful. And we need beds, basically, from the carpenter. A whole bunch. And if Shoe Muffin is still around, this is what I was talking about. Like, this is normally how it is when you play on, like, high evil, high savagery. It's not too bad right away. It can get bad, though. It's just it doesn't start in shit. Just don't put me inside me. That's true. Causes a collapse. I used to play a dwarf illusionist, or gnome illusionist, and I spent time inside a bag of holding at one time. And that was back older D&D, before people were like, oh, there's no air in a bag of holding, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's a pocket dimension. You can put whatever you want in there. But nice. We already have some doors, so I'm going to get them here. Oh, no, I'm not. No. No, we're not, actually. We're going to get them up here. Duh. Make this safe. Building present. It's there. Not a building, right? It's just a stockpile, yeah. It's interesting. I didn't know a stockpile could lock doors. Makes sense, I guess. Our dwarves are almost here, which is nice. You can see because they cut so much sand and because we started with like a very high mining level, which is why I recommend it. We are already up to an, I think expert miner is what we left with, but they should level up extremely quickly because of the sand, which is super cool. This music's nice. Reminds me of Dark Cloud 2. Highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite PS2 games. One of my favorite games of all time. I really like it. It's just good. It's fun. It's got a lot of good things going on. The first Dark Cloud is pretty good too, but the second one, like, really, like, step above. It's incredible. Okay, let's go ahead and get our other door set up now. So you see, I was mentioning before with the depot access for the trade depot, we hit Shift D here. You can see there's no wagon access anywhere here. What the fuck? Right, because there's no 3-tile wide ramp. Most likely the case, actually. Shoe Muffin, our farmer's been missing for a week. What the fuck? Where'd Shoe Muffin go? Where were you? Appropriate dig square. Yeah. Oh, there's Shoe Muffin. Yeah, I found him. I told you, dwarves are dumb. I don't know how he got in there, but he wouldn't drown himself. Well, now we don't have a fucking farmer. Which is unfortunate, because that's, like, really useful. It's, yep. Oh, you start with one of those. Oh, I see what happened, actually. Right, because we designated this as a stockpile. That's right. What the shit, though, man? That's not great. Alright, let's get some beds in here. So people can start resting and not, like, raging out. Get yourself a nice farmer migrant. That's true. A lot of migrants you do end up making farmers because they're shit anyway. Can't build a bed because dangerous terrain. Okay. It's because what he's trying to do is he's trying to run across the water. So what we need to do is like, ah, shit, I wish I remember how you could do it. There's a way of saying, designating an area like don't go here because you're stupid. I think it was a set order. There is a way of doing this, though. I just can't remember. Traffic areas. Okay. So this is restricted traffic. Nobody in the world of dwarves is allowed to go anywhere near this frickin' water. You're all dumb. Oh, shit. Am I doing that up the Z level? Speaking of dumb. My dang! Alright, let's get this going. Nobody can go here on the water. I mean, unless we need to save somebody or something. Whatever. It's definitely going to happen at some point. Deal with it then. Okay, cool. Suicidal. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so you can see here I can designate this room here. as a bedroom, and it'll spill out, but if we put doors there, it's going to fix that. So it will be a barracks and a dormitory. Sorry, just a dormitory. No swimming allowed, that's right. And now I can actually get rid of this stockpile here, which is excellent. It's just kind of in the way. And people will start hauling and the good things. Well, who do we make our farmer now? Because we're not going to, I guess the doctor. We're not going to be doctoring things for a while. Farming, I need you on farming the fields. And also on brewing. Nice. We got the farms going yet? Yep. Oh shit. What are the odds? This whole area was sand except here. I guess we can do one up. That's fine. Honestly. Really bad luck though, but that's what it is. Like that, yeah. Oh, good night, bag of holding. There you go. Well, for now, I don't need this build then. Well, maybe. I don't know. See what happens. Kind of sucks, but we'll work around it. We'll just make that our workshops for now then. We're gonna have to remove all those and make them up downstairs at some point. What do we have here? Is this sand? No, it's diorite. What the fuck, game? What are the odds of that? Really? Well, I can go up one more, I guess. May as well. Alright. X, up downstairs. Okay, well that's a thing we have to do now. Okay. So let's get some just downstairs, please. Can't go any more up, so if this doesn't work, we have to figure out a new farming area. I guess we could farm up here, technically, but it's fine. Can I set priority? Yeesh. So this is a downstairs. That's a priority 6, please. Go back to 4. Forget if 6 is higher or lower. Looks like it might be lower. Yeah, okay. Nice. That gets that going though. And no, still not. So, oh yeah, we're not at the higher one yet. Oh yeah, true. Well, I can change this then. So this is all priority 3. Unfortunate, but that's Dwarf Fortress. Like, things get thrown out of loop all the time, and you just gotta deals. So people can start doing this now, which is great. And at some point, yeah, we want to make these walls so we're safe. For now, we're okay. I can't believe that farmer like went and killed himself already. Gosh darn it. Yeah, we still, you can see we still got very unlucky. We got cavern flora over there. But we have some stuff where we can build a farm plot, so let's get going right now. You can build farm plots on stone. It's possible. You need to like flood the room though. But yeah, I mean you can do it, so. Okay, and I think this is where we're gonna end up putting our workshops. It's temporarily, anyway. It says all for storage. Actually, I like the idea of using it all for storage. Something to be said for that. Hopefully our doctor. What's his thing? We're gonna, okay, go to our doctor here. And we're gonna remove borrowed from most hauling options. No wood, no item. Item, I think you need item for hospitals anyway. Burial, sure. Do food, obviously, because you're the food guy too. Refuse furniture. Animal trade good. There. I think that'll be good. Might encourage them to get working on our farming issue. So yeah, we're already in the summer and we haven't got anything really going. So, you know, it's a little sucky. Well, let's see. Let's increase the priority here. Need a much larger farming area. So I think we're gonna expand it like this. We're gonna assume that this carries on. So hopefully get that as our farm. It looks a little janky, but that's okay. What's our other miner doing? Storing items in stockpiles. Should stop like once he gets the item there. It's okay. Our doctor, storing item in stockpile. Yeah. It's okay. Oh shit, yeah. Take stone off of here. So that takes forever to haul. We definitely don't need stone there. We'll be fine. Yeah, this will be good. Okay. This big farm plot. Excellent. And a second one. Right. There. Get a little one up there, I guess. Alright, cool. And this will be our food stockpile. So, just make this food. Some food here as well. So probably gonna need food here. Okay, then we go to our big one here and we turn food off on this one. Nice. Someone coming to build this? Not yet. Doctor. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the doctor straight off of hauling for now. Because it's like super important. Like, we get that on, because right now, yeah, no food coming in. Kinda suck. Let's go ahead and build a WC, no, let's see, BW still. Get one of those. Gonna need some beer as well. Dwarves get a little pissy if they don't have enough beer. Know how it is. Well, aside from that, you know, craziness with the farmer jumping in and killing himself. Good about things. And we are going to be able to... yeah, be able to continue this at some point. Not for a while, though. Let's remove those. Got our beds, excellent. I forget where we put the carpenter's workshop and stuff. We queued it up, didn't we? Or maybe we were just talking about it. Probably just talking about it. So... ba-da-ba-bum. Of course, it's short on patience if they don't appear. Yeah, no, they do actually rage out if they don't get it. I'm gonna put it here. So we'll get our carpenter up again. Our mason up again. Yeah, and this is sort of temporary. This is not really where you want this stuff, but we're gonna put it for now. I guess we'll get a kitchen here. Is that fine? Can they... actually, I don't know if they can maneuver. It'll be alright. We don't have a cook right now, anyway.
We come here in hopes of a better life.
Yes, migrants. Good. Who do we got? Let's give me a... So far we have a lie maker. Complete shit. But lie maker ends up... well, let's get bag of holding here. He's gonna be our new farmer, so I want to put him on farming. Yep, and also I'm gonna put him onto brewing. Done. And oh, we're gonna take our doctor off brewing. We'll still have borrowed help with the farming, but I think I changed my mind actually. Not gonna. Just completely get them back off of that, and we're gonna have to readjust Borrowed's hauling stuff. Oh, do we get another one? No, no, just the one. Right, so I do want you on burial. I want you on item, food, refuse. That's all the good stuff. Okay. Change my mind. Pretty much, you can haul most things actually. Wood is okay. Furniture is fine. Trade goods always. Yep, that's good. Sorry, did I push the wrong button? Oh yeah, no, we just got another one. Just bag of holding. I didn't see him. Not a citizen's? What? Give it a minute. Looks like we got 2 migrants then, but like one of them isn't popping up. It's a baby. You a baby? Oh, 49 years old. No idea. Are you a farmer? Is that what that is? A plant gatherer. Yeah, good enough. So, also farming. We'll leave brewing to the other guy. Let's get a nickname here. We have Mr. Wow, Slash the Cupcake. It's a pretty great name, actually. And then we just need to figure out where our good friend Bag of Holding went. Like, did he just bug out? Did the game, like... Did Dwarf Therapist read a person that doesn't exist? Possible, actually. Yeah, I don't see him. I don't know. Well, yeah, it says we have 8 dwarves. Oh, there he is. Nice. It's exciting. Farms are finally gonna happen. We're gonna have food, everybody. Delicious food. Okay, so important stuff, obviously plump helmets in every season. Okay, this is gonna be pigtails in every season you can, and this one's gonna be cave wheat in season you can. We got our still here. Yeah, I'd hate to look at our food situation. Let's do it. So we've got roughly 20 meat, 30 fish, 30 plant. We have like no seeds though. Our drink is also running quite low. Those numbers could be really shit. We don't have a bookkeeper yet. But yeah, see, this is saying that we may not even have any plump helmets to make food out of. So, not great. Okay, also we could probably not put wood here. That'll help speed things up as well. And it's nice having the wood there, it's just, you know, we don't need it. This is going to be really interesting. Trying to fix this mess. I really wish I didn't get the water flooded just yet, but I'll... Oh, this is the problem right here. Right? Oh no, these just haven't been dug yet. Removed.
Ah, no more fishing.
No more fishing, eh? Why, do we have another guy that fishes? No. Good. The goat kid has been stung by a honeybee. Lovely. Who's fighting? Giant hamster and the dog are fighting. Okay. Fine with that. Perfect. Okay. Beds, please. And you are still waiting on Mason. Hopefully our Mason isn't just missing and dead. Ah, Brazilian's hauling stuff, thank God. That'd be awkward. I think that's food, bud. Yep, that is food. Thought we turned food off of this one, no? The food's not there. Maybe they were hauling it before I made that change. I don't know. I mean, eventually we're going to be like moving all this stuff again, but it's just nice to have it in a pretty chill place. Alright, let's begin the wall, just so I feel a little safer. Because it's less about it's less about like actually protecting this area as much as it is about our dwarves being stupid and just jumping into it, because they will. Dwarves are really dumb and I just don't want them jumping in our moat. Eventually what we're going to be doing is setting up a drawbridge and then closing off this area. Closing this off with like a second drawbridge so that we can just have the traders come in that way. That's going to be a bit. Thank God we're growing things. It's a miracle. Would have saved so much time if I didn't accidentally. See, why are you hauling stone here? Like, I have stone off, right? Everyone's still hauling stone up here. Oh no, they're building that. Okay, that's fine. I mean, more important things to do, I guess, but whatever. We need our miner actually start mining more things out. It's an important thing. So this is going to be the Great Hall, eventually. It's going to be huge. Because, like, this, again, we want the blood to rain down upon this area. Let's extend this. How far are we going to be able to put this? It's another one back. Back? How far? It's going to be... We need to get proper bedrooms going at some point. This fortress is like crap already. Oh man. Figure it out though. Oh, that fish looks like food. I like it. Oh, maybe that is food. Maybe some of our food fell in the river. What's that? What's a char? Okay, no, it is. So what we can do, we can wall this off. I think what we'll do is we'll put floodgates to wall this sort of a part off here. And then we can actually, like, we can, like, dig out the lower sections and stuff. And pull the floodgates again. It's gonna be a while till we manage to accomplish that, but... is something we have planned anyway. Okay, so this is gonna be like the peasant side of things. Let's have, let's head, what, east? I think. We'll go east for our craft store. We'll be over in this way. Which I guess it makes sense to have craft stores by the trader side, right? So, yeah, we'll have over here. So, the workshops. Now, do... let's get optimal. Let's just put a hallway. Just make it look nice. We put it like more in the middle, actually. Here, yeah, I like that. Let's do it like this, double doors. So here's our hallway for the craft sector. Now, one thing you can do, it looks kind of cool actually. I kind of like it. Is you do like technically you do 3x3 rooms. You do like this, and then you have a workshop in each. The problem is that doesn't really work unless you balance it super good. Because workshops have like a side where they need to have their let me show you. So if I build a carpenter's workshop, the dark green spots you need to have open. And the light green spots are like blocked tiles. Like you can't walk through those anymore. So you can end up with situations where you build stuff that can't get like you can't like walk to anymore unless you're like really good. All those forces give me Minesweeper Nightmares. Oh, I can turn them off for you actually. So an easier way of doing it is doing a a 4x4. Problem is, if you do a 4x4, you end up again with this weird situation of like doorways are one tile, so it looks a little bit derp. Well, you can do double doorways between them. Do we do that? That looks fine. Do it like this. That looks a little bit derpy just because of that. Let's try moving that over one. Put a space here. Let's do a 4x4. Normally I like to get bedrooms up before I do the workshops, but I'll probably start working on bedrooms actually soon. So what would this look like? Not bad. 3x3 looks a lot nicer. Because 3x3 is like this. I could just be like super good. You try and be super good. Looks so nice when you do this stuff for your workshops. I mean, you could just be like a filthy casual, make it a giant open room. I think we do it anyway. It's crazy, it says. Looks good. We can make some sort of weird shape with them, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about them. I think let's keep it in mind. Let's think about doing it, because I like it. I think it looks good. But I don't know if we'll actually do it. Let's do this then, cancel all those. Well, what we will do though is we'll start getting... So if this is going to be the craft store side of things, the northern part, let's build a hallway for them. So these will be the bedrooms of the craft stores. Which I might cut myself a little bit close with room. Craft dwarves are going to be the lowliest of dwarves, I think. What do you think? The military is going to be... Obviously, you have the nobles, number 1. Number 2, how do we do that? What do we say number 2? Do we say the military is number 2? They have a pretty dangerous job. And then number 3, we could do like craft dwarves and then peasants. Right? So for a craft dwarf, we're going to want like sort of a nicer room, actually. A 3x3 room. Which you might be like, that's not very nice. Oh, that's as nice as you're going to be getting craft dwarf. I like that. So these will be our initial rooms. We're going to have the peasants off to the south, I think. That'll put them the closest to the edge of the map. Which is like crappy. It's not where you want to be at all. We might even... Do we just have them in the first level of the tower, the peasant servants' quarters, I guess. You know what I mean? I think that seems kind of fun. Yeah, I like that. Let's turn those back on. Yeah, they'll just be the first level of the tower. What is this place? Sorry? Apples. Oh, thank God. I was thinking somebody died. Oh, also, you should always build your corners for your walls first, because your dwarves are really stupid. Like, so stupid. Like, they will mess that up. Okay, and then then we'll probably work on... We have food going, right? Sort of? No. Guys? What my farmers doing? Planting seeds and fishing. Alright, now you listen to me, little mister. You don't fish here. You farm the fields, you gather the plants, you process them. Sure, I don't really care. See if we can get some brewing going as well.
Autumn has
Fish
arrived.
could... Man, we're autumn already and I don't have like shit for food. Oh God. Everybody panic. I did a derp. I tried building too big without starting my farms. And then my farmer died. Which sucks, because like having a good farmer like quadruples the amount of food you get. It's fine. And why'd he die? He just jumped in. He just jumped right in that moat. He didn't give a shit. He knew he was gonna die. He knew he didn't have long for this world, but he did it anyway. Oh well. We don't have anything to trade either, which is sad. Okay, so we have enough doors for now. Let's get a bunch of chairs. Then we'll get tables. Need barrels here. Nice. It's excellent. Why do these beds just never get built? Right, because people are hauling all the stockpile stuff. That's fine. There's still so much to haul here. Ale barrels and stuff. Cave wheat seed. Hamster remains. Can we brew? Brew drink from plant. Thank you. Good. Get that going. Let's see. What is everyone doing? Planting seeds. Good. Construct building. It's good. Yeah, we don't need a doctor to do anything else. Construct rock door. I like that. Store item in barrel. That's good. Make wood barrel. Construct buildings. Good. That's good. Nice. And we can start eventually just clearing the stockpile and like working on a nice one, but I'm gonna wait till we get a lot more migrants to do that. Check my food stockpiles here. Yeah, should have everything. Wait, does it have seeds? Seeds are under food, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do this thing now where we finally get rid of the stockpile. I think for the most part we have everything we need hauled here. Ah, nice. The outpost liaison has arrived. Cool. So they're gonna have a little bit of bypass. Yeah. Well, it's true. We do have a depot inaccessible site. That's fine. Why exactly, though, is all of this inaccessible? Oh, no, right, because it starts at your depot. So I'm pretty sure anyway. Still never removed that, sadly. That's why, if we remove this, you know, okay. Nice, good, we're hauling all this finally. We're gonna need to set up a garbage. So a cool thing, refuse in this game, like food scraps and all that, it creates a miasma. Your dwarves get sick from it, and they don't like it, and they get angry, and blah, 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 blah. We're not gonna do any trading, because I don't have anything I want to trade. But you actually have to like either have it outside, so the miasma is just dispersed in the air. Problem with that is bones actually get destroyed from that. What the fuck? Okay, good. We're out of plum helmet seeds. Yeah, we're probably gonna die. What do we need from you? Fuck, dude, we need food. Seeds, plum helmet seeds, higher priority. The thing is, increasing priority, like when you ask for stuff, increases the price of things. So I do want cloth. Well, yeah. I always want turtles. And I always want plump helmets, pretty much. I mean, later on we're going to be asking for more specific stuff. But right now we need food. Food is our thing. So you can see here, any of the things I asked for, like, that is now 117% because we want it, so they're going to bring it so they know they can price gouge us. Like assholes. And 157% for the plump helmet spawn because I asked for a fair amount of it. And they're telling me the things that they really want. They really want spears, battle axes, blah 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 shit that we're not going to have. Too worried about all that. Okay. I really hope we have more plump helmets. Yeah, we're getting really low on that food. Oh well. So I think, hypothetically here, we make this where we drop the bodies. So I'm just going to marker only. Three. So we're gonna have a wall. So I say we make it. Minimum is gonna be a 3x3 that we drop it onto. I think it'll be like this. This is where we drop the bodies, so this is gonna have to be all channeled down. Okay, so it's gonna come to here. Turn our marking off. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. We have to do it. Shit. Okay, yeah. Right, because we're gonna have a much smaller room for the Great Hall once everything is all done and considered. Maybe we just have it in the middle. I kind of like that. So think of it this way. This is gonna be a staircase going up. And then we just have it drop like here. Like there's just gonna be a hole in the middle. Eventually, so this should be a 3x3 staircase because it's going to get a lot of use. So the wall's going to be here. So right here is where it'll be. So a nice little 3x3 column where everything falls in. Small Great Hall. It's an okay hall. Oh yeah, like we'll make it impressive, bro. So that... This, yeah. So this is where all of the bodies are going to land. So this is where we want like the super... stuff to happen. So let's dig it out right now. So this is what we're building the Great Hall around. This is the central point of the Great Hall. So it can go down this many tiles. Just 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm one off. Okay. So like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two. I think I did one too many again. So this will be our Great Hall. That is pretty small for Great Halls in Dwarf Fortress. I normally make them much bigger. But that's what we're working with right now. We just dig the whole thing out right now. Might as well. We have a little bit of a entryway to get up. Now, here's the cool thing, actually. So this brings it up into the tower right here. So we could extend this all the way to... Well, we know, actually, we can extend it to here. That can be our wall here. So... and make it much bigger. We could do this and just have a singular... I really like double doors, though. What about doors that extend into the hall? So, like... No, I think this will be fine for now, anyway. So we do it that way. But this is where the bodies crash down. So this is where we have like a lot of the tables and chairs, and like the important people sit there. Like it. We'll make it work. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of just clearing this whole area out. But we're not going to know how big that's going to be for a little bit. And we need this dugout. And that dugout. Figure that stuff out later. We also need a mechanics workshop, but we're not there yet. Nice, we struck coal. That's definitely handy to get early. What are people doing? 2 people with no job. So the woodcutter and the carpenter. We have wood for days, actually. The carpenter, I mean, I can queue things up for years. You need so much stuff. Always need bins, always need buckets. I forget what bucket is, though. I thought it was N, it's E. Always need buckets, always need barrels, always need beds, like, all sorts of stuff. I'm rebuilding chairs now, so let's get some tables. Nice. Eventually we'll get some doors. Get one right here, for example. Okay, I hear a fight. Giant hamster and dog are fighting. Okay. Acceptable. Not worried about them. They fought earlier, too, actually. Let's see what our whole food situation's looking like. Oh, okay. Have some food now, anyway. Most of the cave wheat, but plump helmets are going. That's exciting. Our 2 farmers are plant seeds and sleep. Okay, right. So our woodcutter has no job. Means he has nothing in the hall currently. Which is interesting. What could we do with him? Well, we don't have another mining pick, or I'd put him on mining right now. That's done, so yep, so here you go. You can see we have wagon access now. It's nice. Presumably they can in some ways get the wagon. Maybe not. We'll figure it out. Yeah, right now we just need mining and farming and stuff. Because I wanna, oh, right, that's what we can do. Perfect. Let's go ahead and make our woodcutter no? Crafts? No, here we go, engineering. I want to make him a mechanic. So the cool thing about a mechanic is you can use them to make mechanisms. I mean, that sounds self-explanatory. But mechanisms... what's the button? Mechanics workshop. T. Oh, no. I need him in a slightly different room then. I fit you. Well, right now we have nothing here, so perfect. But we can use mechanisms to create the floodgates. I mean, we can have the mason make the floodgates, but we can't operate them without it. We're also going to need it for our bridge. So, but we really need floodgates so we can finish building the moat the way it was supposed to be before accidents happened. Nice. What are my guys doing? Digging and digging. I like that. Finally getting some bedrooms going. It's great. Nice. How's our food situation? Not great. Yeah, unfortunately, it's super easy to end up having your guys starve. If they eat the plump helmets before they get, like, going. That's why you should really get your farms up and going, like, early on, but I kind of forgot. I was trying to do cool stuff. And I'm gonna build the bridge now, I think. Bridge. I always forget the one for the, I thought it was G. It is G, okay. A nice big one, sort of middle-ish. Is that middle? So let's see, that goes there, that goes one off. So we really want it to be 4 or 2? Yeah, we'll do it 4. This big bridge. Retracting bridge? No, I want it to raise towards us, so it closes up like a wall. Seems good. Do I want it out of wood? Not really. I'd like it out of dolomite. Thanks. Oh, I mean, diorite's fine too, actually. I don't really care. I'm not picky. That'll be nice, though. So our dwarves can get around a little quicker. And just finish this wall off. Great. Yeah. Digging, people are doing stuff, that's exciting. It's good. Hopefully we get a couple more migrants. We probably won't because we don't have a lot of, what's the word for it? Wealth? Wealth is what determines how many migrants you get. And, yeah, we need a broker to figure that out. Not gonna have for a little bit. One of the easiest starts you can have is if you strike marble and mine it. Marble's worth so much just like raw that you can have like just 1 billion like wealth early on. So you can end up with like so many dudes. So this is the crafts dwarf area. And so you can set up burrows in this game, which is just a way of saying like you can designate where people go. So we are going to be designating this like the crafts dwarf area, peasants, etc., etc. Peasants are obviously going to be able to go everywhere because they haul stuff, and they're going to end up being people that like don't make much money. Which, I mean, I think that makes sense. Okay, we should have our our mechanics thing ready soon. Carpenter, why don't you get us actually some wooden bucklers and some barrels. You just need 1,000 barrels. If you don't have enough barrels, the game just will not let you make beer. If you're not making beer, you're not getting more seeds, so you end up needing like a bazillion of them. This is an okay sized haul. I'd like it a lot bigger if it was like Like a lot better if it was extended. Man, like, fuck me. I don't know why. Like, I feel like I'm still like something's wrong with me. You know what I mean? Like my brain just doesn't work like I feel like it should. It gets so frustrating sometimes. Like trying to say something and my brain's like, nerd. So let's get the initial tables here, right? Because this is right here. This is where the drop is. Oh, is that the middle? Okay, well we don't want one in the middle. Okay, so this is gonna be like the cool kid table. Like you sit here when you are badass. You know? I don't know how we do this now. Do we just rotate? Do we just... I wonder if they can share. Like, we do like this? I don't know, honestly. Well, if they could, though. They might be able to share the table. That is the plan, anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and promote this task. It's a high priority. I really do want to get beer going if we can make beer. Because we're starting to get some of our mushrooms. Okay, it's raining. That's actually gonna flood our moat. Which is not what we wanted. We wanted to keep our water levels kind of low. But we'll see. It's cool though, if you dig a hole like for example this, if there wasn't water in this initially, this will fill up because of the rain, and this is going to fill up to the brim here, potentially, if it rains enough. But it's not really going to end up mattering too much. We're going to be okay.
No. I said no.
Item blocking site. Where? One of these guys? Okay, the chair.
Sir, I hate saying no to you, but no.
Sir, I hate saying no to you, but no. Don't say no to me. We'll make you regret it. I mean... Our tower begins. Again, I'm extremely tempted, so... If we... like, lower all of this even more... well, instead of having the moat... Sorry. Oh my god, guys, I don't know. Maybe I need like some sleep or something. So, well then I sleep too much sometimes. I don't know. I just need to get better. It's whatever it is. But so this, what I'm saying, right here, this is open space. So like, nothing exactly can leap over the gap, things can fly or whatever. But they might be able to get over by swimming or whatever have you. The point is, the water level is here, on this level. So if we, like lower the land here to this level, then the water is A, going to be level, so it's not like they don't like go down a slope and then come up a slope, and B, it'll be sick because then like our walls are higher than the land, so it's like they have to like we shoot down at them, like we'll be shooting down at them either way, but I don't know, we'll look into it. Let's see how things go. Hey, our dwarves are eating here now, they're happy. Let's go ahead and make this a dining room. Huge. Huge dining room. Of course, this is the meeting hall, yes. Okay, so these are just individual bedrooms now. Our dwarves are going to be pretty chill about that. So I want to build one of our floodgates right here. And then we also need a floodgate on this level here. Let's make an upstairs. Make it downstairs. that level's all done, yeah. Go to here. So the idea change of plans actually. I want to start building my floodgates here. Yeah, it's blocked, that's true. We're gonna have to pump it. That's the only way this is gonna be yeah, that'll be the easy way of doing it, honestly. I think maybe that's much smarter. So we'll just pump it and then we'll get around to it later. No, you don't need to. Let's do it the easy way. Doors going. And need more floodgates. So how's our food now? Still sucks. At least we have a lot more beer. You know. Oh shit. I forget if it was dolomite or diorite we were using. Hopefully they're similar enough in color that we don't end up triggering anybody. Miners are currently okay. I'm gonna get them digging out the workshop area then. So you can actually set up like a schedule basically for your guys as well, which is cool. So we can have it so all the craft dwarves like do their craft dwarving when all the craft dwarves are awake. Like, do you know what I mean?
Saying, I'm here to work, I make cheese, or I grind down jams, or I milk things. Well, how many milkers do you think we need here, huh? How many? Do you see anything that can be milked here? Honestly, do you think we want to milk a purring maggot or something? Haha, no, go home.
10 out of 10. Little sound sense. Did we finally get most of this stuff? Most of it. So we got a single barrel, we have just some bags and stuff. Yeah, that's okay. Nice. Sorry, I might call it, guys. I don't know why I'm so fucking tired. My bad. Like, my brain just ain't working. Sucks. Either way, take it easy, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow, as always.